Unique.
Yo, what's up? What's up, chat? What's up, everyone that's in the building, man? What's good? We are here. Virgil Ortiz Jr. against her heat, Bohachuk. Okay, for the interim WBC super welterweight title. This is the live. What's up, everyone? I see you guys all in the chat. Kabad, what's up, man? Meba Bowley, always have trouble saying your name. What's good, man? What's up, Ralph? What's good, Matthew? Rocket, Fulfill Your Freedom. What's good with you? What's up? What's up, Zen? I see you. Robert, how's it going? Hope everyone's having a good week so far. I hope everyone's happy with the content this week. Been putting out a lot of content lately. Hope everybody's doing good, man. It's gonna be a chill vibe, not a super big card. So, it's gonna be a chill vibe. We gotta cover these fights. And we're gonna talk some boxing. That's what we're gonna do tonight, but it's gonna be chill. Been a long day for me. I went to the Yankee game today. They actually had a double header today because I think the game last night got canceled because of the rain. Went with my mom, my family. We was in the Audi Club, so we had great seats, a great view of the field, plenty of food, some drinks, some really strong drinks. Man, we had a good time. Man. It was a good time with the family today, and great weather. Because the weather, I don't know where you guys are, but the weather in New York was horrible all week. This has been the worst weather we got all summer here in New York. And then I stopped by a barbecue in Harlem for a little bit, chill, got some more food. And I'm home. I'm here. All right. Mayawa, what's good with you? Gio, what's up? All right. So yeah, All right, we got a few fights to go. Gabriela Fundora just won. We got Kenneth Sims Jr. That's coming up next. We got Charles Conwell, and we was just talking about him recently, 154. I looked him up. Charles Conwell is actually number 3, I believe, with the WBA. So that is Rio's the new champion. He just beat Isaac Cruz. So he's actually knocking on the door right there at super lightweight to get a fight. I'm sorry. Wait, did I say Carl? No, I said Charles Conwell. I'm talking about Kenneth Sims. Kenneth Sims, I believe, is number 3. I think Charles Conwell he's ranked somewhere in here. I think one of these sanctioned bodies, he is pretty close to getting a title shot. All right, so I was confused in the two. All right, Conwell is number 3 in the WBC rankings. All right, and that's Sebastian Fundora, who is right there. All right, and then we got the main event. Did a breakdown the other day. You know, I think Ortiz is going to get it done. Risky fight. You know, two guys that's very familiar with each other. I told you guys on a breakdown the other day that I'm probably not going to place any bets for this fight. I gave in the other day and put a little bit down on Ortiz to win anywhere between 7 and 12. That's where I'm going to go. I like Virtue. I think he's going to get it done. I think he's going to get the stoppage. I think it's going to be a tough fight. I'll also put a little tiny bit on Bohachuk straight up just in case he pulls off the upset. But my money is on Ortiz. I'm going to go with Ortiz in the second half of the fight. I just think Ortiz is better. You know, I did the breakdown. I'm like, I could see how Bohachuk wins, but I just think that one pressure fighter to another, 2 high volume guys, I just think Ortiz is a little bit more clean. He's a little sharper, you know. He's quicker, you know. I just think overall he's the better talent. I think he's gonna get it done. So might be a tough fight, but I'm going with Ortiz. So I ended up turning around and put a little bit down on Ortiz. So just so you guys know, if you guys are betting, I got him on the second half, like 7 to 12 stoppage. I didn't want to go too much into the rounds. Like I was thinking 10 to 12, and I was thinking 7 to 9. I'm like, I'm gonna just play it safe. 7 to 12. All right. Yeah, guys, everything is good, man. Everything is great. You know, everything is great. I can't complain. Everything is good, man. Can't complain, man. And I'm here with you guys. You know, boxing is good. I know, you know, the one thing about boxing and just the way it is right now, boxing fans, right? It's never going to be any different because people are always going to go line. Sometimes I feel, and even though I'm a content creator myself, I do think that people online may have too much of an influence on the fighters. Okay? If you guys get where I'm going with that, just sometimes I feel like social media is too powerful. You know, just based on what I've been seeing all week, Crawford, not a guy that everyone needs to like, but I think it's clear whether you like him or not, he's one of the best fighters in our current time. And when I check online, it's like 90% slander and 10% props. And even with the Canelo situation going on, I understand that Turkey finally came out and said some things. I know Crawford said some things. And I know people are unhappy with what's being said by Turkey or Bud. And even with Canelo, I just think that social media is just too powerful. I think it has too much an effect on everything, and it's more negative than positive. And that's with everybody, and I know I'm not like a big pay-per-view guys. Like I'm not giving you numbers week after week after week because it really doesn't matter to me. I know it's very important in the sport because it's all about making money. Too much pay-per-view buys to prove points week after week after week after week. Now, if I was the guy that was jumping on here and giving props on a fighter that I loved because of their pay-per-view buys and then hating on the next fighter because their pay-per-view buys are not so well, I would be contradicting myself, right? But that's not me. Like, I really don't make content based on numbers. I don't. I might bring them up here and there, but I don't make content on that. So when I see people addressing pay-per-views this, pay-per-view that, you know, empty seats. Like I noticed last week, a lot of people kept making comments about the seats being empty, the seats being empty. And I'm like, yo, the fight is on. Are you guys watching the fight or are we talking about seats? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about the A side? Why are we talking about this? I know it's a part of the sport, but even in a time like this where we're getting good quality fights, right? I think the majority of us are happy with the quality of fights that we're getting. We got an undisputed heavyweight champion this year. We're getting undisputed from this division to that division. We're getting top quality fights. We're getting rivals to finally fight each other. Like, I'm happy as a boxing fan, right? But when I go online, people are so angry, and it's like, why? Why? People are breaking records. People are creating new history. Why are people so upset? Why are we looking to bash a fighter every single week? Now, it's cool to have your opinions, and I don't think anyone is above criticism. But if you are going to express your criticism, make sure you're consistent with everybody. And I think now, I don't think there's many consistent people left. I don't listen to many channels these days. I don't tweet too much. I never did, but I don't know, man. I think there's a time to go in when we get some poor decisions to a fight, or maybe we get some bad matchups here and there. But we have too much good. I think the good outweighs the bad by a large margin. The good really outweighs the bad. Canelo's fighting Berlanga. No one really cares about the fight, right? No one cares about the fight, but we don't have to watch the fight. You know what I mean? We don't. Canelo has given us good fights, but we just want more good fights with him because he is the face of boxing, right? He is. But if he wants to fight Berlanga or Munguia or, Jamel, that's on him. We don't have to support it. We don't have to support it. But people still will support it because they just love Canelo and want to see him fight. It was like that with Floyd. I remember when Floyd before Andre Berto, everybody was angry. Shit, I was even angry. I made content complaining because you see where I'm going with it? Like, Floyd was the face of boxing. But Floyd decided to say, you know what? I'm going to take a light touch. I'm going to fight Andre Berto. And even though most of us did not want to see that fight, it was a valid reason to do it. He took an easier touch, and people were upset and complained, including myself, even though Floyd is one of my favorite all time. I complained. Video's probably still up. So when Canelo takes an easy touch or two or three or four or whatever, people will defend it. Same people that were crazy about Floyd taking easy fights, they're cool with Canelo taking easy fights. Where's the consistency? There is none. And even with that happening, because we were mad at Floyd for taking his 50th fight with Conor McGregor. Bullshit, but they made $300 million or whatever. At the end of the day, there's no consistency. I don't expect consistency from fans, but I do expect consistency with people with a platform, or at least journalists, because they can sway the opinions of the viewers, the fans. And I think we all have a responsibility. I might not be the biggest channel, but I treat my channel as if, like, I'm not trying to lead you guys to believe anything. Like, I don't have no narrative that I'm trying to push. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to push you guys to hate a certain fighter or dislike a certain fighter. Like, I've never done that. And even when I've done my rant was more about me, but it was all about how certain fights can affect the sport. But I think overall, um, I like what the sport is at right now. And I think we need to appreciate what some of these fighters are doing, including Usyk. That includes Usyk. That includes Crawford. That includes Inoue, you know, or Beterbiev and Bivol, or even Canelo. Like, we should be appreciating what these fighters are doing right now. You know what I mean? And Turkey Al Sheikh and putting these promoters together. Just last week, all the comments were, he's saving boxing, needs to save your boxing. Just this week now, this guy's a fraud. Who is he? What's his history? What's his background? Is he against this? It's what are you guys forgetting? These cards we just been seeing recently. He's made a lot of boxers happy and a lot of fans happy. You know, and I just think that we gotta remember, you know, like what's going on, and appreciate what we are getting. I think the only complaint I really have is that the pay-per-views are getting expensive for the people that are paying for them. I think the pay-per-views, it's just a little too much. But that's always been my complaint. Like recently, I've been like, oh, the pay-per-views is getting crazy. If you're not streaming, yeah, if you're paying for these, this shit is like a whole nother household bill. You know what I mean? It's like a car note at this point when it comes to boxing. All right. El Near, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for donating. I really, really appreciate it. This is a big donation. Thank you very much. All right. Kenneth Sims Jr. is about to fight. Kenneth Sims has been around for a long time. Good boxer, very skilled boxer, not a big punch. I don't know. Like, I felt like, you know, he's been around for a while, and it's like I've been like waiting to see. I do see that he's ranked high at 140, and I think he's close to getting a WBA title shot. I brought that up earlier. But he's a good boxer. I'm not familiar with his opponent, but he's a very good boxer. Not a big puncher though. But he's good. He's good. He's good. He's very skilled boxer. He's always been tall, lanky, long, moves well, good counter puncher, you know, quick hands. But it's been like, yo, I've been watching him for a minute now. And I'm like, I know he's still taking a couple of losses and stuff, but you know, let's see where he goes. We're at round one of this fight. So we're gonna keep talking. There's some boxing news I want to bring up in this fight here. We got Sims against Romero. Again, I'm not familiar with Romero, but Sims is good. But just like I was saying about Conwell the other day when I was live and I was talking about 54. Sims is in a very, very competitive division. Sims just switched to southpaw just now. He went from righty to lefty. 140 is just as tough. 140 is tough, bro. I mean, look at the upsets we've been getting recently. This is another division where no one is going to just run through the division and just become undisputed anymore. You know, Taylor had his run, Bud had his run, Garcia became unified. I wanted them talking about Danny Garcia. You know, Tio, got a couple good wins, but I don't think anyone in this division is just going to run through everybody. Liam Parrell just got a big win. Coelho got a big win. Teofimo struggled in a fight that no one expected him to struggle in. Hitchinson has had a tough fight. Like, it's going to be tough. Sims is all over this dude in this first round. He got caught with a good uppercut, though. He got to be careful. He got caught. Yeah, Romero on the corner, but he's trying to get a quick stoppage here. Romero's forced to tie up. We got a minute left, and Sims is all over this guy. And this guy's holding on for dear life. Romero, he's getting a warning from the ref because the ref was trying to separate him, and Romero just refused to let go. All right, but Sims is trying to get him out of here, and I think he's going to try to get him out of here, even though he's not a huge puncher. He's already had Romero hurt. Nice jab, Sims. Sims, nice combo to the body. That definitely hurt Romero. I think he's going to get him out of here. It's a 10 round, but I think he's going to get him out of here at some point. He's even this is size advantage too here. Like Sims is clearly bigger. But again, going back to what I was saying about 140, Valenzuela is a top dog at WBA right now. He's a champ. I don't know if he's going to fight Barroso. Because Barroso definitely deserves it, especially after that robbery. Ishmael Barroso with the guy, the old face looking, the guy that looked 50 that should have beaten Rolly Romero. I don't know if Valenzuela is going to fight him next because he's the interim champion. I don't know if he's going to rematch with Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull actually has a rematch clause. This is another thing. The rematch clause thing is whack. Yo, I'm getting tired of these damn rematch clauses. Everybody doesn't need a rematch clause. Like, this is getting crazy. Like, I know Pitbull been in there with Tank and all that, but this is not a rematch clause type of fight. Yeah. It's not a rematch clause, man. Let's just, like, you won. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. It's crazy that you guys are at 135 moving up to get this title. Anyway, like, let's get Valenzuela in there with a real 140 guy. I want to see a 140 guy fight for the title now, And it's probably going to be Barroso. Kenneth Sims is right there. And even though he's good, I don't know if he's championship level. I can see him being a contender. He's a contender for sure. But as champion level, I don't know, man. He's good, but 140 is tough. The top 10 at 140, him beating any of those guys, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Elvis fell off, Monroe. Elvis, I don't want to say he fell off. He didn't fall off. It's just, when he was with Top Rank, they was pushing him hard. Puerto Rican prospect coming up. Or is he Dominican? I'm sorry. I think Elvis. Let me look him up. He's Dominican. My bad. He's Dominican. Shout out to Dominicans too. It's their parade this weekend. It's the Dominican weekend. If you up in New York, if you're in the Heights, the parade is this weekend. So it's big Dominican weekend here in New York. But yeah. So I'm gonna flip over. Thanks for reminding me, Ralph. I'm gonna put on ESPN now. Thanks for reminding me because I wanted to see I did want to see where ESPN was at with the fight, so I can turn on that fight as well. And hopefully that fight is not at the same time as the main event here. All right, but I got you. I'm gonna put it on now just in case, because I do want to see that fight. And then we're talking about Luis Alberto Lopez. He's gonna be defending his title at 126 against Angelo Leo. Which is a pretty good fight. I like Angelo Leo. You know, I've seen him fight on Pro Box TV. I think he fought there a couple of times recently. But he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. Had a great fight with Scooter not too long ago. I'm trying to get to ESPN Plus right now. It's giving me a hard time. All right, so I will cover the fight if it comes on around, you know, at least before Virgil Ortiz and Bohachuk. All right, so as long as the fight is not on at the same time, I got you. I'll cover that fight. I have it up on my screen, so we could watch. I could watch both cards simultaneously. The zones card is kind of running through kind of fast. All right, we have 2 more fights after this fight. You know, if Sims get a knockout here, we have 1 more fight to cover before the main event. I know that the main event is scheduled for 11 p.m. Eastern. That's about an hour and a half from now. So they might delay and stretch this card out. But we shouldn't be on that late. You know, I'm not expecting us to be anywhere long as anywhere as close as the fight card last weekend, you know, with Crawford. And that fight was just too late. way too late, man. All right. But we're in round 3 of Sims and Romero. And Sims has been pretty dominant so far in this fight. Okay, again, this is a 10-rounder. Nice combination from Romero. He landed a couple of shots in that combo, but didn't seem to bother Sims at all. Sims is still coming forward and being the aggressor here. Just switched again back to southpaw. He switched a few times in this fight, and he just calls back the orthodox. I think he's just switching just to create some new angles. But he's, you know, switching back and forth here. Good body shot from Sims. Got Romero back in the corner here. Yeah. He has Romero in the corner, but Romero's still fighting back. Oh, biggest shot from Sims landed. Oh, I think if he turned that big overhand right, if he turned it over a little bit more, he would have knocked him out there. But Sims caught him with 2 big right hands just now. And Romero telling him, come on. And he's throwing, oh, Sims caught him with a hook. Oh, halfway through the 3rd, man, Sims has been just hitting him with bombs. But Romero is taking him and telling him to come on. He's waving at him like, come on. Every time he catches him with a big shot. Good hook to the body from Sims. Uppercut, hook. Sims is trying to get him out of here. I mean, he's dominating this fight, but again, he's not the biggest puncher, and Romero has been taking these shots so far. You see the swelling on his face already, even though we're in the 3rd round. Some swelling on Romero's face. Starting to move a little bit more. Sims seems to be taking off some time there. I think he's trying to pace himself a little bit. Doesn't want to completely punch himself out. Sims back to southpaw. How much time we got? All right, we're finishing out the third. Looks like Romero's going to be able to go another round unless something happens in his last 10 seconds or so. Sims back to the body. He's trying to get him to drop those hands. Yeah, I think the body shots is the way to go. It's definitely Baller and Romero. Sims is clearly going to the body first, trying to get Romero to drop his hands a little bit, and then he's going to throw the bombs up top. You know, that's what he's clearly doing in this fight. But we're going to the fourth. What's up? What's up? What's up, chat? Oh, Barroso got a fight in. Okay, okay. He's going to be on a new A card. All right. He needs to stay busy. Monroe says, wait, they asked Bernard Hopkins who did he want to see Bud fight next. Bernard said Jaron Ennis. Are you surprised Bernard said Boots over his fighter, Virgil Ortiz? No, not at all. Because Boots is from Philly. He's from Philly. And, you know, I know Bernard is viewed as a company man, and he fights for Golden Boy, and he's always backed the fighters over there, but he want to see him fight. I mean, if you're asking me whether or not it's a political thing and they just want to hold off on Bud for a little longer, it's possible. You know, I think Golden Boy and Oscar, and they are very careful about how they match their opponents. They've always been. You know, they've been great at matchmaking their opponents and making them fight fighters at the right time. This is part of the reason why Virgil didn't fight Bud at 147, even though he could have been the mandatory. He was a #1 WBO guy at one point. This is confirmed by the WBO president, by the way. That's just not me talking. So it could be a political thing, you know, but Bernard is from Philly, you know, so him saying Jaron Ennis is it could be how he really feels. Everybody wants that fight. I mean, a lot of Sims caught him with another monster hook, and now they're slugging it out again. Well, I don't even want to say they're slugging. I want to say Romero is throwing back, but Sims is the dominant fighter here again in this fourth. And this is just a beatdown, you know. I mean, Romero showing a lot of heart. Oh, he caught another right hand. Sims got to put him away. Sims got to have to force a stoppage here. He's gonna have to force he's gonna have to force a stoppage. But these long periods where Sims stopped throwing is where Romero's been recovering. You know what I mean? Sims is trying to set him up with another knockout punch, a big right hand, but he's just not connecting towards the end of this fourth round. 30 seconds to go in this fourth. So yeah, man, you know, I mean, look, man, a lot of people want to see Bud fight Ennis. Yo, let me make this clear. I know Bud is on his championship run. I know he's trying to become undisputed in a new division. But let me make this clear. I would love to see Bud fight Jaron Ennis. I've said it before. I've said it so many times to you guys before. I know Bud is going on. He's trying to make history. So I respect that. But if you asking me who I want to see him fight, I would love to see the Ennis fight more than the Ortiz fight. You know? And I love the Ortiz almost as equally as good if he wins tonight. I would love to see that fight too, but there's an order. And before I watch Bud fight anyone else at 147, and they're all good fights, Ortiz Jr. is a good fight. Tim Tszyu is a good fight. You know what I mean? Like, those are the two fights I want to see the most at 54. So I love those fights. But let me make one thing clear. If you ask me right now if he can have the option to fight one of those three, I'm going to put Ennis number one. I want to see it because there's been so much talk about Ennis. There was talk before the Spence fight, but when Bud beat Spence, that's the name that everybody went to. And because Boots was the Mando for the IDBF and Bud dropped the belt to go up, so he was stripped, it made me even want it even more. So I wanted to fight. You know, I went in and fight at 147. I told you guys if Bud stays at 147, that was the only fight I wanted to see. You know, there's other good fighters there like Stan Jonas and, you know, other fighters. But, you know, now when Spence and Bud didn't fight, what did I tell y'all the other day? I wanted to see Boots and Ortiz. That's what I wanted. I wanted Ortiz Jr. against Boots because they both was running at the same time. They both like around the same age. I wanted to see that fight, you know, but you got to understand, y'all. Ennis have said in his recent videos, like he's done interviews recently after his win out in Philly. He said that he's prioritizing 147 right now. But I do believe that if there's an opportunity to fight Bud at 154, I think he will move up to take that fight. You know, I'm just going to wait and see because when it comes to Bud Crawford, he has a lot of options. Now that Canelo is off the table, he still have a lot of options. Again, I'm very happy with the winner of Ortiz and Bohachuk. I'm happy with Tim Tszyu. You know, if he beats Bakram, you know, I love that fight. I still really, I don't know, man. I'm not counting that Tim Tszyu loss of Honduras. That has not changed anything about how I feel about Tim Tszyu. I'm not like, it's a loss, but it's like he lost, but it has not made me shift anything. Like Tim Tszyu is still one of the top dogs up there. You know, the only person I have questions about at 154 right now is Jamel Charlo. Just because we haven't seen him actually fight at 154. Him and Brian Castano, we have not seen them fight at 54 in a couple of years. So that's the only two I got questions about. But everybody else, Tim Tszyu, Fundora, Ortiz Jr., Bud, like, yo, give me anything. Give me, I'm happy with any way they want to match it up. I'm good. I'm good. You know, but somebody was telling me on a live, one of y'all was telling me on a live the other day that Castano was in somebody's camp. It's one of these, I don't know if it's one of these two's camps, but Castano's in somebody's camp. And hopefully we get a comeback from him because I don't want to see the talent just get wasted. And I think the longer he stay out of the fight, oh, they're waving it off. I think after the 5th round, they're waving it off. It's over. Sims got him. I think that was after the 5th round. So Sims got him out of there. Good. What's up, Clarence? What's up? What's up, everyone in the chat, man? Shout out to everybody. I know I didn't read all, but I see you guys. Sup, Damon? What's up, Jamin? What's up, Maker? I see you. Mike 2087. What's up, man? All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat. All right. Shout out to everyone that's been sending me, you know, donations on a Cashapp as well. You know, shout out to you guys. All right. Usyk. Some news. If you guys haven't heard, Usyk has said, you know, he beats Tyson Fury in a rematch. he's basically welcoming a third fight with AJ. He said, part of the reason why I'm as famous as I am is because I beat AJ twice. So, he showed a lot of love to AJ. He believes AJ is going to beat Daniel Dubois. And he said he's willing to fight him for a third time. He said if AJ wants a third fight, I'm willing to give him one. I know there's been a lot of talk about AJ and possibly beating Usyk or fighting Usyk for a third time because, AJ got the 2 wins recently, he's been with Ben Davison. And I know a lot of people have been talking about, a third fight because they feel like Joshua's back and improved. So, like I said, I don't mind seeing the fight. But what I will say to you is this. If AJ does beat Daniel Dubois, and if Usyk beats Fury in a rematch, I would personally love to see AJ versus Fury before watching an Usyk third match. I understand that AJ would be trying to make history and by becoming undisputed. So I understand him wanting to take the Usyk fight first if the opportunity is there. But watching AJ and Fury fight each other, knowing how big that fight would be, and being that it's a fight we haven't seen yet, I would like AJ to see. I would personally would love to see AJ fight Tyson Fury. And I don't care if Fury loses to Usyk for a second time. AJ lost to Usyk twice. I don't know if Fury's going to feel like he's going to want a tune-up, but I don't know, man. I just like to see. I like to go with the fights we haven't seen yet, especially big ones like that. Xander, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Gerard asks, quick question. How in the world does Danny Garcia beat Lara? Lara gotta fall off terribly to lose that fight. I don't think old or new Lara, or young or old Lara. Let me say that. Old or young Lara loses to a Danny Garcia. I don't think any version of Lara loses to Danny Garcia. Excuse me. I know Lara is old, but I think Lara has struggled the most against pressure, but very good pressure fighters. Danny is not a pressure fighter. He's a mid-range counterpuncher. Danny, power is real. His durability is real, but he is not an inside fighter and he's not a long-range fighter. Lara is a long-range fighter. Straight left, one of the best, most accurate punchers with that straight left hand out there. Also has a very underrated hook. He is durable. He is a great defender. I just think that it's a clear win for Lara. Danny, again, mid-range hooker, the one of the best chins in all of boxing. Never been dropped as an amateur. Good power again, but the power is like a sweet spot. You got to be reckless for Danny to really catch you with a big shot. And Lara, even though he's old in his 40s, Lara's tough, man. It just, Danny, when I think of Danny, I know Danny gave Thurman a good fight. He gave Sean Porter a good fight. Like, Danny is a guy that I feel like can be outboxed, and I think that we've seen so many guys like Lamont Peterson box really well against him. Mauricio Herrera got robbed against him, in my opinion. I think Victor Postal would have outboxed him if they had fought that time, when he was like, they avoided him for like 2 or 3 fights in a row. I just don't know what Danny could do against Lara. And even though Lara, again, I think the advantage, I think Danny has more of a shot now simply because Lara doesn't move nearly as much as he did back in the day, like back when he fought Canelo and all those guys back then. But today, I don't know. Even though Lara's older, Danny is not active neither. Danny's not really in his prime neither. I don't think he's in his prime right now neither. Danny's been around for a minute. We've been watching Danny since he fought like old Eric Morales. You know what I mean? Like, we've been watching Danny for a long time. Danny's been a while. They're from Lara's older, but they've been fighting pro for both of them. Been fighting pro for a minute. Nathan says, "Wade, good looking with the big fishes last fights. Who you got the last two fights? Trying to parlay them real quick." I mean, I don't know much about Conwell's opponent, to be honest. I didn't really look him up. Like I'm expecting Conwell to get a stoppage, but I didn't do research on the opponent. I kind of saw him. I saw the record. I seen he's been knocked out a couple times, and he's coming off a couple wins, but this guy is like a journeyman. He lost to Gary O'Sullivan, like got knocked out by him. Like Akron went to the distance from. I mean, that's not really a bad thing, but he's lost a good amount of his fights. I think Conwell is going to try to make a statement. But I don't know. I can't give you a round, because I don't know I don't know the gentleman that well. And not only that, but it's tricky because his opponent, Gray, has he actually went to this systems with Bakram, who's a huge puncher. So it's like, even if you're going to put money down on Conwell to get the stoppage, what if he doesn't? I mean, Murder Zaliev went the distance with him. I mean, it was an 8-rounder, but still. Gary Spike O'Sullivan went and knocked him out in 6 rounds, but Bakram couldn't stop him in the very next fight. So the guy has 2 knockout losses, but he might be more durable than he looks on BoxRec. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But for Virgil Ortiz, I'm leaning towards the round 7 to 12, second half of the fight stoppage. Not going to be super specific on the rounds because, I don't know how to rate Virgil Ortiz as a super welterweight. I don't know how to rate him. We got 2 fights. We got 2 rounds against guys that are not good. Delorme is good, but he is not a super welterweight, and he's older and he's never been durable. So these fights really don't mean, it doesn't tell the full story. Is Ortiz stronger at 154? I believe he belongs there now, but is he strong at 154? There's no way to tell. And even though Bohachuk has gotten stopped before by a non-puncher, he's fought bigger punchers that that couldn't get the job done, especially in his last fight. So I've seen improvement since the Brandon Adams loss. And these guys got experience fighting each other and sparring with each other. So I'm going to go and play it safe. Somewhere in the second half, I got Virgil. Big risk because of Virgil. Obviously, if Virgil gets him out of here early, like he did in his last 2 fights, then I lose, but that's where I'm going to go. I actually always thought, Monroe, that Tim Tszyu is not an easy fight for Bud. I didn't think Madrimov was going to be an easy fight for Bud. I don't think Tim Tszyu is an easy fight for Bud. And I think if Virgil Ortiz looked great in this next fight tonight, I don't think he's going to be an easy fight for Bud either. I don't think none of the fights are going to be easy for Bud, period. I would be shocked, and I'm a huge Bud fan. You guys know that. I will be shocked if he can clear this division, becoming undisputed without taking an L. And you guys know I ain't no Bud hater because I'm not. That's my guy. But I will be surprised if he can win and become undisputed without taking a loss at 154. Again, I think the best fight at 154 right now, I'm leaning towards him. But to do it without one loss, it's going to be tough. This is not 147. This is not 140. This is not 135. Completely different ball game. You know, completely different. You moving up, and I think Bud has I think he's not a big 154 pounder, but I think he's got the right size at least to compete. But it's not going to be easy, man. It's not going to be easy. So if he can clear it, that'll be great. If he can clear this division, that'll be great. You know, and we got to also add that Boots might be in the mix of this undisputed run, because if Turkey comes out and just be like, yo, we want to make this fight now, that could be a fight that can still happen in between him going for undisputed. You know? We have time, Blitz. We have time. We got one more fight coming up before the main event. Kind of expected. I mean, look, they're rolling with this card, y'all. They're announcing the next fight. Charles Conwell fight is starting now. They're not playing around. They're giving maybe, 10-minute breaks between each fight. This card is rolling. We're not even at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and we're already at the co-main event. I am very happy after last week, because last week they had me up here all day. You know, so I like the way the pacing of this card is going, because I don't want to be here all night. I love you guys, but I do think Bud beats Fandora. I do. I do think Bud beats Fandora. Yeah. Volume, but not calculated volume. Very easy to counter. Fandora is high volume, yes. And I know there's a lot of volume fighters, and I don't believe Bud haven't fought anyone quite his size and, you know, the length, the size, the volume, but too many holes in Fandora's game, you know, and I think Bud can hurt him, you know. Fedora getting stopped by Brian Mendoza. Fedora getting dropped by Lubin. What's the Spanish fighter? The guy from Spain that Fedora fought that gave him a hard time. I know one of you guys know the name. Let me try to see. Sergio Garcia, was it? You guys remember that fight? The Fedora won the fight. And I know Tony Harrison went on and beat Sergio Garcia. I hope I'm saying Sergio Garcia. I hope it's the right name. Let me just look him up just to be sure. I believe his name was Sergio Garcia, and he's from Spain. I thought that was a very close fight. And that guy is not a power puncher, but I thought he was outboxing Fandora in that fight. So I'm gonna go with Bud. I think Fandora is difficult for anybody because I think Fandora's style can be troublesome for certain fighters, but I think Bud would be more in trouble with like a more calculated high volume puncher, like a Brian Castano. Like Castano threw a lot of punches, but he was his punch placement was good. His combinations were on point. With Fondoris is kind of just throwing like that. And he's improved. I don't want to just make it seem like he's some rock'em sock'em robot, but he's not far from that. You know what I mean? He takes a lot of hits and he throws a lot of punches. And I also don't know how long he's going to be able to fight at 154 with his size, you know, because I think that's affecting his durability, being that skinny, getting older, and still fighting at 154 and draining himself to come down. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. Of course, we can't forget Jesus Ramos because a lot of people don't even think he lost to Lupin. Ramos is dope. He's a southpaw. He's probably size-wise, he's probably one of the largest guys, pause, at 154. You know, I know Fandora is tall, but Ramos is a bigger 154 guy. You know what I mean? Like he's a guy that could easily be at 160. And he can box good. He got power. He's durable. Ramos, can't forget him. Can't forget him. You know, I brought all these guys up in the 54 video I did the other day. You know, all good guys. Word, graffiti. Yes, yes. Casano needs to come back. Hopefully, you know, we keep saying it. Hopefully he comes back before he falls off. You know, hopefully he comes back before he falls off. We just gotta wait and see. The Charles Conwell fight is about to start. As soon as these guys, the bell rings, we get it in. Charles is good. Like I told you guys, somebody wanted, you know, brought him up in a 54 video I did the other day. It's not that I wasn't trying to bring him up. It's just that, yo, the top 10 right now, and he's probably like right outside, if not in the top 10, he's right outside of the top 10. He probably like top 12, maybe top 13. The top 10 at 54 is crazy. You know, even like on Boxer, even if you don't agree with this order, you got Crawford, Ortiz Jr., Majimov, Fandora, Zoo, Charlo, Bohachuk, Bakram, Lupin, and Ramos. So I agree with that top 10. I think Conwell, who's rated at 15, is right outside of that. You know what I mean? So I think him beating a top 10 right now, Conwell, it's going to be difficult. Any of them, anybody in that top 10 is going to be hard to beat. We're in round 1. Anyone in that top 10, again, he's not the biggest guy at the division. I know he took a couple years off. He did come back and get a win against Nate Gallimore, and he stopped him, I think, in 6 rounds. But, yo, it's tough, man. Like, yo, anybody in the top 10 right now could take an L. Anyone can take an L in the top 10. You know, and it's the same with 140. You know, anyone in 140 can take an L any given night. That goes from number 1, whoever y'all think is number 1 at 140, to number 10. Anybody can take an L, and we've been seeing it. All right, but round 1 here, nice jab from Gray. Again, I'm not familiar with his opponent. Not much action here in the first. Conwell's been kind of patient, lands a jab to the body. Good right hand to the body connects for Gray. Good jab from Conwell. I still got my eye on the ESPN card. You know, as soon as something happens, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, Xander is good. Like I told you guys the other day, I said the same thing about Xander Zayas. I'm not picking Xander to beat any of those top 10 guys I named right now. And that's not because I'm sleeping on him. It's just that the division is that good. Like, any of those top 10 can potentially beat him. Any of those top 10 guys. He's good, but he's right there. He's ranked up. He's right there. He's going to have to fight one of these guys next or by 2026 or 2024, 2025, I mean, next year. Conwell starting to apply a little pressure here now. He's starting to step in a little bit more and put a little bit, sit down on these punches a little bit more. Good jab to the body from Conwell. Not a high pace round. Good short right hand counter from Conwell. Caught him. Good round for Conwell. I don't know, man. You know, Jamal, I don't know about Spence. I meant to bring him up earlier when I said I'm not sure about Donald, Jamel. Spence is included. You know, when you take that kind of beating, haven't been active in the last few years. And now you're fighting a high volume puncher. I really don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. You know, this is 54 and Fundora. I know he's, you know, he got his flaws and all that, but if you put him in there with the right fighter, he's gonna get the W. He's gonna beat some of these guys in his top 10. You know, yeah, it's easy to hit. You know, he may not be the most durable guy, but that reach, you know, and he's learned how to use his reach are better than in earlier fights. The trick of Fundora, and I think it's been exposed because of the Lubin fight. I don't think before the Lubin fight that we knew that he was a superior inside fighter. But it's been exposed. You know, and I think if Lubin would have ever rematched Fundora, I think he'll do much better because he did drop him. I think he screwed up by fighting him on the inside. I don't think Lubin expecting Fundora to fight so well on the inside. You know, but you know what? Errol was a good fighter on the inside. So I don't know. I question Errol's durability. You know, he might be stronger because he doesn't have to cut down to 147 no more. But he also might be less durable because of the Bud fight and just everything, just life, you know, the accidents and stuff. But most importantly, the Bud fight. Conwell is really, really putting the pressure on Gray here. And Gray doesn't look. Oh, Gray's already bleeding from his nose. Conwell's trying to get the stoppage, yo. We might get a stoppage. Gray's hurt. Conwell, nice hook to the body. Gray's on the ropes. Conwell might get him out of here. Oh, big overhand right from Conwell lands. I don't think Gray is going to last, y'all. If Conwell can get him out of here and quickly, that would be very impressive because Gray got stopped. Gray got stopped by who? Who did I say he got stopped by recently? Gray got stopped by he got Spike O'Sullivan. And Conwell caught him with a body shot. Immediate before Gray even went down, he was in so much pain. He was holding his he was holding his stomach. I mean, he's not getting up. It's over, y'all. It's over. Second round knockout. Okay, we got another threat at the division, man. It's time. It's time. Yeah, Gray is still in pain. He's still on the floor. He's just now getting up. Conwell Second round stoppage. Nice body shot, man. That was a crazy body shot. Crazy body shot. Blitz, have I met any famous boxers in person? Absolutely. Too many to name, you know. I can start telling you who I haven't met. You know, I've literally met majority of some of my favorite fighters, you know. I've never met Mike Tyson, you know, but uh I met too many boxers, man. Too many, you know, from Floyd, Roy Jones, Shane Mosley, um, Miguel Cotto, James Toney, uh, Hitman Hearns, Danny Garcia, um, Zab a bunch of times, Chris Ariola, Danny Jacobs, just mad guys. Like, I don't know, it's just too many to name. I met too many fighters. Gerald Miller. Um, yeah, I met too many. Andre Ward. Uh, too many people. Too many people. I want to meet Mike Tyson though. Never met Mike Tyson. Teddy Atlas, I met more than once. Uh, yeah, I mean, most of the fighters I've met were at the events. Going to the Hall of Fame a couple years ago. Bernard Hopkins, multiple occasions I met him. Even a lot of old school fighters, you know. But Larry Holmes, met a lot of fighters. I want to meet Mike Tyson. That's the only fighter I haven't met. Yeah. Peter says, who does Bud fight next if Spencer Fedora fighting? Well, it could be Virgil Ortiz if he wins tonight. Or it can be, you know, like it's good. Yo, I know what's his name. Uh his opponent tonight, Bohachuk wins and pulls off the upset. No one's gonna want to see him fight Bud, but it's a valid fight at that point because that would be a huge upset if Virgil were to lose tonight. You know? To this day, me and Danny Jacobs meeting each other was my favorite because I never met a fighter. I met fighters that was familiar with my channel and they seen me and they show me, you know, respect. But Danny Jacobs was more happy to meet me than I was happy to meet him. We were happy to meet each other like equally. So I think meeting Danny was like one of my favorite moments, you know, because I was always a big fan for him, you know, and I'm a big fan of just Brooklyn fighters anyway. You know, even though I'm not from that side of New York, I've always been a fan because I feel like all the top boxers mainly from Brooklyn. So me, you know, being a big fan of him and following him and knowing his story so well and running to him at a fight, and we just saw each other. It was like it was weird. Like it was weird. It was weird. You know, it was like, yo, it was like we embraced each other with a hug. Like we never even met each other or nothing. It was just like he was a big fan of the channel and I met him. I've been a big fan of his career and it was so dope. So um shout out to him. Shout out to Chris Ariola. He was pretty cool when I met him for the first time too. And some of the other boxers that I met, you know. But yeah, that was my favorite moment of meeting a boxer, you know. Shout out to Bernard Hopkins too. He was dope meeting him. And at the Hall of Fame. He was dope there too. Hey, hold on.
I'm excited. No, go to boy, give me right back in the ring. Let's do it again. Cardi, he's making the statement. You got to know his name now. So we know about Charles Conwell, and hopefully.
All right, I'm gonna have to rewind this because I want to see if he called out.
So I'm definitely watching. You got the victory there tonight on the virtual Ortiz card. You get the victory. Who do you want next? Give me the big names, and I'm paying real close attention to the main event. So I'm definitely watching. And I'm looking out. So I'm gonna.
So he wants the big names. He says he's paying real close attention to the main event.
Let's do it again. Right.
He didn't say a name, but he said he's paying attention to the main event, which he should be. I mean, he's there, and it's coming up next. I mean, the main event is next, y'all, and are they gonna make us wait like, well, you know, an hour to get this main? Let's get this main event going. You know, if you give me 10, 15, 20 minutes, I'm cool, but don't give us like half hour just to wait for this fight if there's no other fights left. You know, these guys got knockouts. Sims got a knockout. Conwell got a second round knockout. Let's get it, man. You know, Fedor went the distance, but it's a 2-minute round fight. Monroe, I really don't know. You know, Hurd fighting Rosario. You know, I know I brought it up. I don't know, man. You know, Hurd has lost his punch resistance completely, man. You know, and to be honest, Rosario was never really that good. He caught, you know, Williams had a good time, had a good fight with him. But Jason Rosario was never really that good. You know, I think in their primes, Hurd was clearly a beast at 154. He was indestructible until he went into that war with Lara, and that just took a lot out of him. He never was the same fighter again. So I don't know, man. I think it sucks that Jarrett Hurd, you know, kind of fell off like that, but you know, it's part of the game, man. It's part of the game because yo, I remember making content. Yeah, the main event is next. And Top Rank is co-main event is on right now. They're showing these guys warming up in their dressing room. Yo, yeah, Bohachuk does look sharp. He does look good. Yo, remember the time where Jared Hurd was almost gonna fight Jamel Charlo, and I think within the same year, Jamel lost to Tony Harrison, and then Hurd lost to J. Rock Williams. Oh man, remember the hype between Jamel and Hurd at that time? That was a good time at 154. And then no one could hold on to the titles after that. I mean, obviously, Charlo went on to become undisputed, but I mean, damn, that was a good time at 154. That was a good time. That was a good time at 154. You know, those are good fights. But no one was safe, man. Everybody kept losing. You know? Turkey Al-Sheikh is there with Oscar De La Hoya. Hold on.
Charles Conwell was amazing. Charles Conwell from Ohio was incredible. He's now ready for a world title, and we're going after Oscar. It's a partnership. Are you working together? We are blessed to have Turkey Sheikh here with us. He wants to make the big fights happen, and that's what the fans want.
Yo, I just feel like when Turkey is in the building and whoever's standing next to him, he's in, like, everybody is just shook. All these promoters their energy is different when Turkey's standing right next to them.
Promoters who doing great fights. One example of them, I think it is success to be partner with this Golden Boy and this legend. I am thinking, and I talked with him, we have a meeting before 2 weeks in Los Angeles, and now today I come to see Ortiz, and maybe tomorrow or after the fight, we have a big meeting to support and see the next step with the Golden Boy. First of all, he know the important thing is Ortiz, if he do the job today, we want to see him against Crawford.
Okay. That's all I wanted to hear. So
in the mix as well. Big fights against Crawford. That's the reason why.
yeah. Yo. Well, Oscar seems so awkward right now because someone is making him like, yo, we having a meeting, but we're trying to make.
Now focusing to do job with Golden Boy and ABM especially.
Yeah. Turkey is calling the shots. He's bossing. He's the boss. Oscar can't even talk straight because Turkey's straight up. He's being forward. He's like, yo, if Ortiz wins tonight, we're going to make the fight against Crawford. And Oscar answers in a way, yeah, like, we want to make, Tim Tszyu out there. Like, no, Turkey's like, we're going to make Crawford. He's super direct. Yeah, he's the boss. He's running the show. He's running the show.
Not clear in this situation. I just announced he is not in our map. This is our right to have it because we send a lot of interest offer for him, and he doesn't respond with what.
They're talking about Canelo
for boxing, and this is his right. But what it bothered me, he started these things, and he said he respects me, but he doesn't respect what we are doing.
All right, I don't know. I'm kind of over this whole Canelo thing. Like, he said what he had to say, and Canelo responded. I don't think we need to keep talking about it.
We give you good offer, and we give you good fight. You don't want it. Okay, keep it in your way. But he's not.
I don't think we should talk about it no more. Like, I said what I needed to say as far as making content. But Turkey said what he needed to say. Canelo needed to say what he needed to say in multiple interviews. Bud said stuff. At this point, we don't need to talk about it no more. Canelo, go fight Berlanga. Turkey, make your fight with Crawford, Ortiz, or whoever. Boots. I think everybody can go their own way now. You know what I mean? I think we can just like dead the whole Canelo Crawford thing. There's no reason to keep talking about it. Because I'm not saying that fights can't happen in the future because people don't work with each other until they do. But I don't think we need to continue like Canelo's gonna have a fight. He has a fight. He has an opponent. He has a date. Let him do what he has to do. I would not be surprised, and I know people feel like this back and forth between him and Turkey is so bad, but it's not. If Canelo beats Berlanga, right, which he will, and he's shopping around to see where to go next. Say like it's done. The PBC thing is done. Don't be surprised if we see Canelo and Turkey have a meeting and make up. I don't think anything was said that would make things feel like they could never do business together. You know what I mean? I think there's fights, like, look, if you got Eddie working with Frank Warren and all of these guys, Ben Shalom, and fights can be made. I don't think it's the end of it all just because they had a recent back and forth. The back and forth with Canelo and Turkey and Crawford and all of this is actually building up his fight with Berlanga. because Canelo, his name and it's good. Oh, was that a knockdown? Hold on. I'm watching the Delgado. Oh, all right. So pay attention to pay attention to this fight. Third round between Delgado and Flores. I'm sorry, Delgado dropped Flores in the third round. Oh, I got Lopez winning. I got Lopez winning the fight. It's just more about how is he gonna win. Not sure. I'm not paying. I don't got any bets. Leo is pretty durable, so I don't know if he's gonna stop Leo. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not good at picking Alberto Lopez's fights. I'm just not. There's times where I've underestimated him, and there's times where I've overestimated him. But I'm not good at picking his fights, so I'm leaving it alone. I think Warrington. I thought Warrington was going to get the decision that day. It was a pretty close fight, but I didn't think they would give the decision to Lopez. So I was wrong. I had Warrington winning a decision, even though I think Lopez won the fight. I predicted Warrington to win a close decision. I was wrong. I was also wrong on the McCallan fight. I think I might have picked Lopez to. No, I think I was really wrong with that one. I thought Conlon was. I'm not sure if I picked him to win or at least it to go to decision. I was wrong. I think I might have picked Lopez to win a decision, not by knockout. All right, so I don't know, man. Leo's only lost once. He lost to Fulton. It was a great fight. But he's been durable his whole career, and he's been on a nice little run. So I'm leaning towards Lopez to win a decision. But again, I haven't been great with picking his fights because I could tell you right now he's going to beat Lopez on points, and he might end up stopping this dude. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's going to win on points. But Lopez is like one of those guys where, he has heavy hands and he throws punches from weird angles, man. And I think part of the reason why I've been wrong on him in the past is because he's not technically sound at all. His hands are down. He's definitely there to get countered, but the way he throws his punches, it's just the angles. It's been giving everybody trouble. You know what I mean? All right, so these guys are just getting warmed up. These guys are getting warmed up in the dressing room. So as soon as it comes on, I hope it comes on soon because I don't want this this ESPN card to overlap with the DAZN one. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Delgado's been hurting Flores in this ESPN card. We're in the fourth round, and Delgado caught him with another big right hand. He's already put him down once in this fight. The Virgil fight, I got Virgil. I put money on Virgil winning in the second half. Knockout from 7 to 12. Risky because if he does it early, I lose. But and I also put a tiny big down on Bohachuk to win. Pull off the upset straight up. But my full bet, my money, the majority of my money is on Virgil winning a second half of the fight stoppage. I don't think this is going to go the distance. You know, I think Virgil's going to get the job done. I just hope he doesn't get it done early. That's the way I'm looking at it. So that's my bet. Virgil, second half, 7 rounds of 12, somewhere in there. Yeah, I saw that. What's up, Beth? Bud did weigh in like a pound over Madrimov on the night of the fight. He was pretty close to 170. Both were. Was I completely shocked by that? Nah, I'm not completely shocked by it. Yes, he's still small compared to Canelo, but I don't think it's just like size. Like I know what people were saying, like Jamel. Like people were saying, like, yo, Jamel's bigger than him because they were standing next to each other. Jamel's like a little taller. And I'm like, you guys gotta understand that Canelo is used to fighting guys much bigger than him. You know what I mean? Like, so like Canelo, I think Canelo's best weight is at 160. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If Canelo was able to still make 160, I still think he would be better. I think he was a lot quicker at 160. You know, I think the best version of Canelo ever in his career was how he looked in the Triple G fight, and maybe even a Danny Jacobs fight. The Triple G rematch. I think the best Canelo was in that fight. And I know a lot of people think Triple G won the rematch too, but I think Canelo in his prime was Canelo at 160 before he moved up to 168 to fight Callum Smith. Just my opinion. I think he was quicker. You know, I just think I know his power has been big at 168, but I think at 160 was the most impressive Canelo. I think that Triple G rematch was the best version of Canelo. Even if you think he lost, I think that was the best Canelo I've seen ever. I loved his volume in that fight. I love his jab in that fight. I love his hand speed. I like Canelo in that fight. I like going back and watching the Triple G rematch. Yeah, we're still waiting the zone. They're just showing them warming up. Gabe Rosado has a super oversized blazer on right now. Like it looked like old school Steve Harvey type like blazer. I don't know if that's the style, but it's a huge blazer. Like it looks like a triple XL on Gabe Rosado. I don't know if that was the go-to, but it's crazy. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? You guys, I mean, listen, the fight's about to come on. So what do you guys think? Is Bohachuk going to pull off an upset? Does anybody think that Virgil Ortiz is going to lose tonight? You know, at first at the presser, I was concerned about him being drained because when he had, if you guys saw the final press, this is where he didn't shake Bohachuk's hand. I felt like Ortiz looked a little drained in that fight because when he had the hat and the shades on, his cheekbones was showing. But at the weigh-in, he actually looked like good. He looked healthy. And he looks healthy now in his dressing room. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think is anyone picking Bohachuk to seriously pull off the upset tonight? I did see some comments on my breakdown and see some people on social media. There's people out there that think Bohachuk is going to win and pull off the upset. But it's is anybody here in the chat? Let me know in the chat. Does anyone got Ortiz losing tonight? Josh, you said a thing that I think is going to be a huge factor, and this is why I'm leaning towards Ortiz to win. Again, both punch good, both can box good. They both high volume guys. Ortiz quicker and a much more accurate body puncher. You know, his hook to the body is a problem. You know, and the way I seen Brian Mendoza land continuously to the body, Bohachuk, I know he didn't hurt him. I know he didn't stop him. Well, he buzzed him with a shot at some point. I think in the later rounds. But I think Ortiz is just a serious body puncher. And that's why I didn't like, that's why I almost didn't bet, because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick Virgil for the later round stoppage. But what if he catches Bohachuk in the third or the fourth round with a good clean body shot? You know, I heard him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Blitz says if Ortiz hasn't fully recovered from a brutal weight cut and he suffered a few months ago, then yeah, I can see the creature landing a few shots on Ortiz. Dean says no, but I'll be good. It'll be good while it lasts. It's still a good chance to go the distance. Yeah. Yeah, I just think Ortiz is better, man. You know, Bohachuk is good. I can see how he can give people problems at 154. I think he could beat a few people, but Ortiz is good, man. I think Ortiz only loses to the top tier fighters out there. You know, I think very few fighters can actually beat him. You know, and I don't even know about that. You know, I think Ortiz is good. No, we were supposed to watch Tim Tszyu and Virgil Ortiz last week. It was supposed to be on the undercard of the Bud Crawford matrimonial fight. I don't know who would have won that fight. I don't know who would have won that fight. I might have been leaning towards Tim Tszyu. I think I made a video on it. I think a lot more you was picking Virgil. I think I might have been leaning towards Tim Tszyu, only because you know all the unknowns with Virgil Ortiz at 154. But I don't know, man. I like Tim Tszyu. I like Virgil too. I like them both, but Tim Tszyu, I like Tim Tszyu. That would have been a good fight. Turkey said something in the tweet that he said about Canelo. That there's been some communication issues with Tim Tszyu. I hope that doesn't cause any issues with future fights with Tim Tszyu, because see, I like Turkey and I like what he's doing with the sport. I just hope that, being that he's involved with the majority of these promoters and they're making the Riyadh season cards, I just hope that, you know, if he feels like the communication is not good with a fighter, that he's just writing them off. You know, because he's not afraid to speak his mind. And I just hope that, you know, like, some of these fighters are not going to want to go in the direction he wants them to go. So if that's the case, I hope it's not a problem for their careers, especially if they're with a certain promoters that's working with. I think that's the only concern I have with Turkey, because even though he's given us phenomenal fights, it's like with the Canelo. Like, I understand like communication. I understand like he's trying to make the fight with Canelo, but if Canelo's dealing with the PBC and he's got his own thing going on over there, I don't want it to be like, I don't want him to feel like all these fighters are burning bridges with him. Ortiz is coming out now, y'all. That's the only concern I have. You know? Lopez Leo is next. They're in the 7th round. The fight prior to the co-main event, they're in the 7th round of a 10-round fight. So we have time. So this fight with Virgil and Bohachuk might be over when that fight starts. Hopefully. Graffiti, once upon a time, I did believe Charlo would beat him, but I was like 50-50, you know, and this probably was like a couple of years ago. Right now, I would lead, if they announce a fight next, I would be leaning towards Tim Tszyu just because Charlo's been very inactive. And I just still do think that Tim Tszyu would be a problem for him. Even at Charlo's best day, you know? All right, so Ortiz is doing his ring walk. Got Robert Garcia behind him. His robe is actually kind of dope. That's a fly robe. I don't know if you guys are looking at it, but that blue glittery robe he got on. You know what? I actually got to update this app because I did rewind it earlier when they were interviewing Turkey Al Sheikh. So I don't know. I don't want to be too far behind from you guys. All right, but Sergey is doing his ring because remember, Sergey is officially this is for the interim WBC title, but Sergey is the title holder. So this is why he has been walking out second, you know, in every event this week. Spence and Fedor. Yeah, I don't think a couple weeks ago it started going around on social media that Spence and Fedor was canceled. I don't know if I don't think that was ever confirmed. I believe Spence and Fedor, I don't think they have a date yet, but I think the fight's still on. And Fedor, let me just add to Fedor has not been officially stripped by the WBO. You know, I think there was a thing where he was like, or Crawford was like his Mando. And because Crawford didn't get the fight, I thought Crawford was going to fight Madrimov for the WBO as well as the WBA strap, but that didn't happen. So I really don't know, man. What's going on with Fedor and Spitz? I don't know if that's going to be like a unification or not. We just gotta wait and see. All right. Yeshua Savior, thank you for the love and support, man. Appreciate that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yes, we're getting a 10:30, 10:40 main event, man. I love it, man. We ain't sitting up here till midnight, 1 o'clock, waiting for the fight to start. Let's get it going, man. Bohachuk, one thing about Bohachuk has been very confident all week. It's been all smiles. I mean, he looks sharp. He's saying the right things in his interviews and stuff. I think he's very confident, and maybe he's confident maybe because of the sparring that they've done, you know, but he's confident, you know, he seems like he's ready. Yeah, I like his energy, Monroe. I feel you. Like he's been solid all week. Like, you know, like no, you know, we know that Ortiz got the bigger name and all that. But he's been confident all week, man. I mean, even the original presser that they did like a month ago, he seemed like he's confident, you know, and I like that. I see that because you know this is a step up. We talk about step up for Ortiz, but this is a step up for him too. You know, Bohachuk's defense isn't great, but I think he is. I think he's gotten better since that Brandon Adams knockout. Pops is chilling, man. Yeah, he went to the Jets preseason game today. I went to the Yankee game, and he went to the Jets game. So Pops is good, man. I spoke to him yesterday. He's chilling. I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure he's on, well, at least watching my live. I don't know if he's watching the fight, but he's chilling. He's good. Bohachuk smiling, man. He got the Ukrainian mouthpiece. He looks excited. He looked like he's ready to go. I like his energy, man. But you know what? I like Ortiz too. I like when he didn't shake his hand. You know, like I don't think he was like. I know people was looking at him like, yo, like I seen a lot of people talking crazy about him. But like, I don't know what Bohachuk and his camp said about him. But you know what? I'd rather fighters not like each other than be overly friendly. Because that shit last week with Hot Rod and Dave Morrell, they were too friendly in that fight. I hate fights like that. Stop touching gloves every round. Stop hugging each other, smiling like, oh, you got me. Not, yo, it's a fight. So I'm cool with the non-shaky hands. Like, I don't care. Y'all about to fight. Y'all don't gotta be best buds. You know, I like when fighters show like sportsmanship too, but I don't think these fighters need to be friends. I think the less friends we have in the sport, I think the more excited it is, the more fights we get. All right, they both touch gloves. Let's go. I think we all got, most of us got, I don't think I seen anybody with Bohachuk is winning. I think he has a shot, but all right, here we go. Round one. All right, and Leo and Lopez still hasn't started, y'all. So we might get a full fight back to back, two main events. All right, round one. Bohachuk's coming out, already threw 4 or 5 jabs already. Oh, Ortiz already countered his jab with a big right hand, clean. Speed difference. Another counter right hand from Ortiz. And Virgil lands a jab to the body. Oh, they already letting it go, y'all. They already letting the hand go. Ortiz already slipping and dunking underneath. Shots from Bohachuk. I like Ortiz in the counters already. Ortiz already landed 2 left hands to the body. Oh, Ortiz is sharp already, man. Bohachuk lands a jab. Another left hook counter from Ortiz lands. Bohachuk is not backing down, though. They're both in the center of the ring. Good counters from Ortiz. Ortiz dropped his hands now. Now he's just shooting a jab from the hip. Back to high guard. Bohachuk is coming forward now. Ortiz is fighting on the back foot. Good jab from Ortiz. Oh! Bohachuk dropped him. He called him with an overhand right, but they said it's, I don't know, man. I don't think that shot hurt Ortiz, but I did see a counter right hand over Ortiz's jab. Ortiz back. I don't know, man. That might have been a clean. They got to show that replay. Oh, Bohachuk's starting to land some good hooks. Oh, they're trading now. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Oh, Bohachuk's back in this fight. Oh, Bohachuk's landing a couple of uppercuts. Oh, the momentum is changing. And Ortiz is fighting the high guard now. Bohachuk's landing a good 3 or 4 uppercuts. Left hook lands for Bohachuk. Ortiz comes back with an uppercut. Brawl. We got a brawl. 45 seconds to go. Ortiz going back to the body. Uppercut from Ortiz. Oh, Ortiz got it back now. He's got it back. Bohachuk caught him with a right hook. Oh, man, this is a good fight, y'all. It's too much in one round. It's too much in one round. Too much. Too much in one round. These guys are going to war. Ortiz feel like he's in control a little bit right now. Oh, man, Ortiz is coming back. Oh, man, this is no way. I don't know. There's no way this is going in the second half. No way. No way, y'all. I think I lost my money already. There's no way this is going in the second half. The way that these guys just punched each other, no deep, like just straight slugging it out. Slugfest, first round. I've seen more action in that round in 12-round fights. Bro, was that a knockdown? Can they show us a replay or something? Let's see a replay. I want to know. Like, I know Ortiz wasn't hurt, but it looked like a punch. What do you guys think? Was that a knockdown or what? These guys fighting like they hate each other. Oh, they're showing a replay. All right, look. That was a knockdown. Oh, Ortiz, yo, they robbed him. That was a clean. It was a clean knock. Ortiz threw a lazy jab while on the move, right? His hands was down. Bohachuk caught him with a clean right hand over the top, and Ortiz took a knee. And it was a flash knockdown. Ortiz wasn't hurt. It wasn't even Bohachuk's best shot, but it was a clean right hand, and they robbed him of a knockdown. So Ortiz, to me, Bohachuk won the first round because of the knockdown. But because it wasn't scored a knockdown, Ortiz won the round, officially. And a great round, by the way. All right, so we're in the second round, and we continuing. These guys are in the inside trading. All right, both got their guards up. Both are going to the body. Both are just throwing hooks on the inside right now. Uppercut from Ortiz lands through the guard of Bohachuk. Ortiz throws and lands a left hook to the body. Overhand right from Ortiz. Another left hook to the body from Ortiz. But Bohachuk caught him with a right hand, but Ortiz caught him back and pushed him back. Bohachuk is taking a lot of punishment. I think Ortiz is in control. Halfway through the second, I want to say Ortiz is winning his first half of this round. Another uppercut from Ortiz. I think his punches is having a little bit more of an effect on Bohachuk than Bohachuk's against Ortiz. Good fight. Excellent fight. I mean, if you like a war, this is what you're getting. Phone booth fight. Overhand right from Ortiz land. Ortiz is taking off the last 30 seconds, but Bohachuk hasn't been landing anything real clean here. I think he's affected already by some of the shots that Ortiz has landed here. Good jab from Bohachuk lands. Good jab. Ortiz back to dropping his hand. He's throwing that jab from the hip again. And now he's backing up Bohachuk. Bohachuk connects with a jab, now backs him up again. Ortiz is cut above top of his nose. Got a little cut there, I think. Good jabs from Ortiz. His jab is just landing clean through the guard of Bohachuk. About 50 seconds to go in the second. Bohachuk's back coming forward again. He's connecting with his jab as well. Hook to the body lands for Ortiz. Another hook to the body. Oh, overhand right for Ortiz to finish the round. And I'm giving Ortiz the round again. Bohachuk is fighting, but Ortiz is getting the better of him. All right. Yeah, no, that was a knockdown. Yeah, please. I haven't said it all night. Please, please hit the thumbs up for me. Please smash the like button. Please, everyone that's here, let's get these likes up, man. Let's get these likes up. Appreciate that, man. Please, let's get these likes up. All right. All right. Going to the third round. 2-0. Officially 2-0 because the knockdown didn't count. All right. Going to the third. Going to the third. All right. We're still waiting on ESPN. No fight. Still waiting on Leo and Lopez. All right. The live betting is starting to spread a little bit for Ortiz as the favorite and Bohachuk as the underdog. Bohachuk is now a plus 450. I think he was a plus 290 before the fight started. Bohachuk is coming forward, landing some good jabs here. Ortiz closes the gap because the amount of jabs Bohachuk was landing. Ortiz is, you know, I think he's doing it I think when Ortiz fights on the inside, I think he's connecting with the better shots, even though Bohachuk is throwing more, because Bohachuk is kind of smothering himself a little bit, you know, so he's not really, his punches are not clean, but he's throwing more. He's still landing though. They both trade uppercuts. But Bohachuk is more at work this round. I think the round is still anybody's round. We're a little past halfway through it. Anybody's round still for me. They're both kind of smothering each other. But Ortiz is still more consistent, more precise. Good right hand, good combination for Ortiz land. This is a war, y'all. I mean, this is head-to-head. Ortiz lands another overhand right, but Bohachuk lands a combination. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough. This is a hard round to score here. Good left hook from Bohachuk lands. Ortiz is backing him up. This is a war. Oh, big uppercut from Ortiz. Gets through. Ortiz goes to the body twice. Bohachuk connects with a hook, but Ortiz pushing forward. Good jabs from Bohachuk. I think Bohachuk needs to keep some range. This is a close round, y'all. I don't know. I don't know, man. That round was a close round, man. That third round, I don't know. That was a very even round. It was back and forth for me. I don't know. I don't know. That round, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that third round. That is a swing round if I've ever seen one. That's a swing round. That could go either way. I'm going to tell you this. Bohachuk, even though Ortiz has a phenomenal jab, Bohachuk needs to create some space between them, because when he's throwing his jab and he's throwing the right hand across, he's connecting. I I understand, like, you know, it's a fun fight. They're going to war and stuff, but Bohachuk is smothering a lot of his own punches when they're on the inside. Virgil just threw a monster, swung and missed a monster overhand right. That would have hurt if it connected. Both seems to have like small minor cuts around the cheek and nose area. Nothing major though. No cut over the eyes. No major swelling from either. Both of their faces are red. A lot of punches are landing from both. Ortiz, I think both decided to fight mid-range here. A lot of jabs from both. Oh, this looks like they're about to welcome the phone booth fighting again. Back at it. Bohachuk connects with a few hooks to the body. So Bohachuk's back to using a jab, created some space. He's having a solid round so far. Good combo, lands a jab to the body, uppercut. Tease goes back to the body with the jab. Back on the outside, back, got those hands, shooting that jab from the hip again. Bohachuk lands, connects with a right cross. Ortiz caught him back. 1 minute, just above a minute left in the fourth round. Good uppercuts from Bohachuk on the inside. Ortiz responds with a left hook to the body. Left hook up top and a right hand. Virgil starting to pick it up a little bit. But Bohachuk has been more consistent this round so far to me. Ortiz lands a short right hand on the inside, and now they're back on the inside trading. Ortiz trying to keep him against the rope, but Bohachuk moves and steps around him. Now they're back in the center. 30 seconds to go in the fourth round. Bohachuk's leaning on him. I think the ref wants him to stop. Didn't warn him yet. Nice uppercut on the inside from Bohachuk. Yeah, the ref steps. All right, ref steps in and tells Ortiz to stop pushing Bohachuk's head down. Oh, good jab from Virgil. Oh, Virgil finishes the round with an overhand right counter. I don't know, man. I think Bohachuk was winning the round. I like Virgil in the last 30 seconds or so. But I think Bohachuk was winning the round. I think he was busier that round. I don't know. I'm going to give him that round. It's another close round. Rounds are very close. Judges going to have a tough night if this continues to go this way. This is a very good fight. But it's a war. Nah, I wouldn't say fight of the year or anything like that yet. It's a great fight, though. It's a good action-packed fight. I wouldn't go that far yet. It's too soon. We don't know what kind of drama is going to happen. I already think Bohachuk was robbed of a knockdown. You know, it's a clean punch that landed. What's going on? There's some kind of delay going on right now. Oh, okay, y'all. Big news. They overturned, and Bohachuk officially gets scored for the knockdown. He gets the knockdown. So that changes everything. All right? It was a clean knockdown, y'all. It is what it is. Why is they stopping the fight, though? The officials, there's a lot going on ringside, a lot of talk back and forth with the referee and the official. Hold on. Okay. All right. That changes everything. Bohachuk scores a knockdown the first round. So it changes everything. So my card is all over the place right now. Because now I have Bohachuk round 1 with the knockdown. I gave 2 to Ortiz. 3, it's a swing round. I'm not going to score. I'm just drawing that round. And 4, I gave to Bohachuk, which is another close round. So now they're back at it. We're in the 4th, we're in the 5th. And these guys are just, they going at, good hook to the body from Ortiz, man. I tell you, Bohachuk has a chin, and he's been taking a lot of hooks from Virgil, a lot to the body. But Virgil seems to be in control here. He seems to be pushing back Bohachuk, but they're both kind of smothering each other's punches right now. The beginning of the round was a lot of jabs and right hands that landed. This is a war, man. Bohachuk is getting through some of these punches. Oh, nice uppercut from Bohachuk. He's getting through a little bit more here, at least in this portion of the round. Another hook connects for Bohachuk. He's doing well here on the inside here. Virgil's not throwing that much on the inside. Virgil's pushing forward, but he's not throwing nothing. It's just pushing him back. Right, there you go, Virgil. He's starting to let his hands go. Nice jab. Nice mid-range jab to the body, but we need more. 50 seconds to go from Virgil. 50 seconds to go from Virgil. 50 seconds to go in the round, in the 5th round. This is such a, by far, even if Virgil gets a knockdown or a knockout here, when this is the most competitive fight that Virgil Ortiz ever been involved in, by far. But I have Bohachuk winning this round. We got 20 seconds to go, unless something happens here. Bohachuk is in, he's landing more. He's landing some jabs. Not enough activity from Virgil this round. Not enough for me. Oh, big overhand right from Virgil. Again, it seems like every round, Virgil finishes some round with a big overhand right. But not enough, man. I got to give Bohachuk that round. I got to give it to him. No, there's been overturns. We got maybe 1 or 2 overturns this year. But I've seen overturns. They're showing a replay. I've seen overturns right after the round. Most of the time, it's an overturn right after the round, not 3 rounds later. You know what I mean? Like they just did, which is the right thing to do. It was a clean shot that landed. And even if Ortiz didn't have his best footing, it was too clean of a punch to not score a knockdown. You know, again, I don't think it was Bohachuk's best punch, but it was enough to score a knockdown. I think, to be fair, you got to give him a knockdown. All right, we're in the 6th round. And again, close rounds. You know, I think the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th rounds were close. It could go either way. I mean, I gave Bohachuk the 5th round, but, you know, these are close rounds. I think someone needs to change up. I think Ortiz should box a little bit more and just stop staying on the inside trading, because even though he's a little bit more accurate, He's not, his volume is not, it doesn't match his Bohachuk's volume. Excuse me. So Ortiz is taking a different approach this round. He's going back to using his jab right in mid-range, and he's looking to counter. Oh! Bohachuk caught him with a clean overhand right counter. Best shot of the round so far. Good jab to the body, lands for Ortiz. Nice cross, lands for Ortiz. Bohachuk still coming forward, throwing jabs. He's been taking all Virgil's power in this fight. Good hook to Bohachuk, lands. And this is back to being an inside fight. Let me lower this down, my bad. Ortiz has not been moving his head. You know, I've seen him have displays better reflexes than this, but he's fighting the exact fight that Bohachuk prefers. Just slugging and trading. Good jabs from Bohachuk. I mean, Virgil's landing, but Bohachuk is landing more to me. Good left hook to the body from Ortiz, but Bohachuk is landing everything he throws. It's like Ortiz is high volume too, but he's not as much. The jab from Ortiz. I don't think Ortiz is winning. I think he's just one step behind. I think he's just one step behind. I think Bohachuk is winning, y'all. I don't know. I gave Ortiz the second. I think he clearly won the second. The third was a draw for me. It could go either way. But I gave Bohachuk the last 3 rounds. I just don't think Ortiz, because he's not matching his volume and he's getting hit a lot, I think Bohachuk is winning the fight. The rounds are close, but I just think he's outperforming him. All right, well, I didn't expect the fight. I mean, after the first round started, I didn't expect the fight to even make it up to this far. We're in the 7th round here. And the gap has closed as far as the live betting. Bohachuk is still the underdog, but it's not as much of a gap as it was before. All right, but we're in the 7th round. Bohachuk is being active with his jab. Ortiz landed a couple jabs here too. But Bohachuk is connecting consistently with the jab. And now he steps in to throw some uppercuts. And that's another thing too. I don't think Bohachuk is putting much power behind the punches. I think he's just trying to outthrow and outwork Virgil. Virgil connects with a good left hook counter. He's definitely throwing the heavier shots, but Bohachuk is throwing way more punches now. Ortiz goes to the body again. He's trying to create some angles here and step around, but Bohachuk is keeping his hands up. Good combination from Ortiz to the body. A little over halfway through the 7th round. Need more activity from Ortiz. You need to let his hands go a little bit more. He's going to have to figure out what he wants to do. Oh, big combination from Bohachuk. And another right hand lands for Bohachuk. Ortiz is getting hit a lot in this fight. Heck, left hook barely grazes Ortiz. But Bohachuk is coming forward now. Lands a 1-2. And lands an uppercut on Ortiz. Damn. Damn, Ortiz is losing to me. Ortiz is losing this fight right now. Good. Right hook to the body. Lands for Bohachuk. This is his best round. This is his cleanest, his clearest round to me. The 7th round here. Oh, good jab from Virgil. Virgil's starting to look a little tired, y'all. I don't know, man. It's another round for me, man. What's up, Pepino? What's up, everyone, man? I don't know. I think Virgil is losing, y'all. You know, I know this is a Golden Boy card, and I know Ortiz is a big name, but we are in upset season, and if this fight continues like this, Bohachuk might win this, y'all. Still a good fight, but I think Bohachuk is clearly winning. You know, good fight, but we are getting a winner so far. What does Ortiz do? I think he needs to box. I think it's time to get the counters in. You're not going to outthrow him. You are showing signs of fatigue. I think at this point, it's pretty clear you're not going to outthrow him. So I think at this point, you got to start landing the more effective shots. I'm looking at ESPN. Angelo Leo is doing his ring walk right now. So he's in the ring. Lopez should be coming out shortly. Title fight at 126. So I'll let you guys know as soon as fight starts. I'll be doing the commentary for that fight as well. As soon as this fight over, I'll go right over to that fight. I'll keep my eye on it in the meantime. Oh, Ortiz is down again. Nope. Hook lands for Ortiz, and he's complaining to the ref. Clean hook, and it was a monster hook. Ortiz went down. Both gloves touched the mat. And that's another knockdown for Virgil Ortiz, even though he's complaining. That's another knockdown for Virgil Ortiz. And that one you cannot dispute. I mean, that's even more clear than the first one. You both traded hooks at the same time, but Bohachuk's landed, and Virgil is pissed off now. And now he's angry. He's fighting mad now. And this was what I was concerned in a breakdown about. Virgil is coming forward now, and he's getting hit with everything that Bohachuk is throwing because he's mad that he's landed. He's fighting like a madman now. People are cheering, but he hurts Bohachuk. Oh, he hurts one over here, right? Another one. Oh, Bohachuk's legs are wobbly. I think Ortiz is pissed. Oh, and this might actually be working out for him. Oh, we got a round of the year, maybe. If something, I got 50 seconds. If Virgil makes something happen like he did against Velasquez, this could be round of the year, yo. Because Bohachuk was clearly hurt there. Oh man, this is good. This is so good. Bohachuk's trying to fend them off, but I think he was definitely hurt. And Virgil is still coming forward, and he's talking, and he's mad. All right, he slowed down a little bit. I think he's a little tired. About 10 seconds left in the round. I think Bohachuk is starting to recover. Oh, he catches Ortiz with a right hand. Oh my God. This might be round of the year, y'all. This is up there. This might be. Woo! Whoa! Did y'all see? Are y'all watching this shit? Yo, oh man. I thought Virgil, listen, Virgil went down, but I thought Virgil was gonna knock him out. I thought Virgil was gonna knock him out after wait. They gonna that was that hook. Virgil went down was clean. Oh man, he got caught with that left hook clean. They showed it again. Oh, it was a perfect left hook. They were both trading, but Bohachuk was quicker to the draw. But Virgil came in, drew a couple big overhand rights, buckled Bohachuk in that round, had him hurt more. Oh my God, that might be round of the year, y'all. That might be it. I think Virgil is going good. I think Virgil is going to go crazy for that. I mean, as long as doesn't punch himself out, I think Virgil knows he needs a knockdown at this or a knockout. We're in the 9th round, so he has 4 rounds to go. He's shown us that he can at least hurt Bohachuk. I'm not going to even get to the Lopez fight. This fight is too good to even cover the ESPN right now. So I'll get to it when this fight is completely over and we heard a decision, if it goes to decision. This is too good. I think now we can start talking about possible fight in the year, but we still got 4 more rounds to go. I think they're both so far. Oh, Bohachuk landing a nice uppercut. I think they're both a little affected from that last round. They both gave a lot that last round. I think you could see it. They're both Ortiz is pushing them back. They're both throwing a lot, but you can tell like that last round did a lot to both. Ortiz is bleeding a lot from his left eye. I don't know if it was from a punch, but he has a cut. He has a cut now, and he's bleeding a lot from his left eye. Oh, uppercut from Bohachuk. It looked like the cut. I can't tell because they haven't zoomed in yet, but it looks like it's on the side though. So it's not the worst spot. It's not the worst cut, but there's a cut. And this is just a brawl. They're starting to heat up this round. Bohachuk on another uppercut. I think Bohachuk might be slightly winning this round. Slightly, maybe. All right. Oh, there's a pause between them. That's the longest period in this fight where both of them didn't throw a punch. Ortiz is going back to doing that jab from the hit and slipping and countering. Bohachuk, nice 1-2 connects. Bohachuk landing a couple of jabs. Ortiz with a jab. Yeah, he does have a shot right here. I heard that. 40 seconds left in the knife. Oh, perfect 1-2 for Bohachuk. Man, if he did that earlier in this fight, he might have hurt Virgil even more. But that 1-2 of his has been on point. And Virgil's mad again. And he's fighting like a madman again. He's connected with overhand right. But Bohachuk is in charge this round, y'all. This is another round for him. He's winning this fight, y'all. He's winning the fight. It's a great fight. Oh, he hurts Ortiz, but Ortiz hits him back. Bohachuk is another, I've been giving him the rounds. Listen, Ortiz needs to do something. He needs to make something happen right now. He needs to make something happen. All right, Lopez and Leo is on, and Lopez is already getting busy from what I've seen. This is going to be a war too. Yeah, I think whoever called it early might be right. This might be fight of the year. Don't get it twisted. I'm giving Bohachuk almost all of these rounds. But, I mean, It's a great fight. Don't get the score twisted. These are close rounds that I'm edging for Bohachuk. Yeah, I haven't given Ortiz a round in a long time. Yeah. Ortiz start this, what are we, the 10th? Starts with a nice jab, nice counter jab. So this is a outside fight. You know, I said to you guys, I think Ortiz needs to go back to boxing and jabbing, but he's losing on that because Bohachuk is landing out, jabbing him and connecting better with the right hand. He's doing a better work inside and out. And now they're back on the inside, and Bohachuk is outlanding him. Ortiz is fighting angry, you know, but there's no defense from him. Oh, good hook from Ortiz, man. What a fight, man. Good uppercut from Ortiz. Bohachuk throws a combo to the body. But they're back on the inside, man, trading. What a fight, y'all. What a fight, man. This is a fight. Oh. Uppercut from Bohachuk is connecting. Virgil's throwing, but he ain't landing. Bohachuk is a tough dude. Much respect to him. Because he's taking punishment. He hasn't even been knocked down yet. Another 1-2 grazes the face of Ortiz. Ortiz back to moving now. Bohachuk is hunting him down. Ortiz is tired. Ortiz just cannot hurt him. A jab, right hand from Bohachuk. Ortiz is losing, y'all. I'm sorry. He's losing. Damn. I'm like, now the fan is kicking in now, and I'm like, damn, the guy I wanted to win as a fan is losing. As we get closer and closer to the end of this fight, it's like Ortiz needs like a home run hit here to win, and Bohachuk connected with a left hook that buzzed him. Ortiz responded with an overhand right that buzzed him back, but Virgil's not winning. It's not enough. I'm not even picking my pin back up, man. Very good fight, but I'm like, damn. Damn, man. Virgil should have boxed a little bit more early. He fell into the trap. Oh. Leo and Lopez is in the second round. Yeah, the round 10 was close. It was a closer round. It was a better round for Ortiz. So I don't know if I could give it to him, but I don't know. From what I see, it looks like Lopez is doing a better work. Crom, not consistently, no. Not consistently. We're in the 11th round, and Bohachuk already landed 4 clean jabs. Good jab from Ortiz. He landed a couple good jabs. Ortiz is now circling around. Good jabs from Bohachuk, though. He's connecting with those jabs. Good right hand from Bohachuk. Body shot from Bohachuk lands. Ortiz is popping that jab, but Bohachuk is landing more. Ortiz goes to the jab to the body. I haven't seen much of that in this fight. Another jab for Ortiz land. Ortiz is taking a different approach here. This is the most he consistently moved and jabbed all this fight. Lands a right and a left to the body, and another left to the body. Okay, Ortiz is starting to, the momentum is shifting here. He's doing good now in this portion of the 11th round. He's got this round so far halfway through. Bohachuk hits him with a 1-2, another 1-2. But, oh, Ortiz caught him with a hook. That buzzed Bohachuk. Uh-oh. Oh, he's going for it, y'all. Ortiz is going for it. Uppercut. Uh-oh. Bohachuk's hurt, y'all. Ortiz got to go for it. He got to go for it. He got to go for it. It's now or never. Bohachuk lands all right. And he's fighting back. He hasn't fully recovered, but he got to go for it. Ortiz got to go for it, man. Great round for him. This best round in this fight. He got to go for it. He got to keep going. Another right to the body. See, he should have been doing that early. This is what I'm saying. Using that jab, move. Why'd you go straight into a war? Tire yourself out. This is the way he should have been boxing earlier. All right, but Bohachuk lands a big right hand and another big right hand. Oh, my God. And Virgil got hit with two big right hands there. Virgil's fighting back. And he got the round. He clearly got the round. But, hook. He caught him again. Damn, Virgil, Bohachuk's chin is, what the hell does this guy, I can't believe. And this is what I mean, man. I was doing a breakdown. And we talking about the Brandon Adams fight. And it's like, yo, Brandon Adams just randomly connected with the perfect hook to put this guy away. Yet you got Brian Mendoza. You got Virgil Ortiz now landing bombs. And they cannot put this guy on his ass. This guy is getting hit. Shaky legs momentarily, but they can't put him down. In fact, he ends the round landing two big right hands on Virgil. This guy got a phenomenal chin, even though he's been knocked out by a non-puncher. This guy, Bohachuk's chin is solid, bro. Like, seriously. Ortiz's best round, though, in that 11th. And the second best round in the fight, in my opinion, as far as action. This is fight of the year, y'all. This got to be it. Oh, Ortiz. Oh, Ortiz is going crazy. They're both going crazy. Ortiz caught him with a good left hook, but I think he lost his balance. I think the crowd is reacting. Yo, this Ortiz needs an El Shaki Foster moment against Hernandez. Remember against Rocky Hernandez? Ortiz needs Shaki Foster moment where he got to get the stoppage now. Don't let it go to the scorecards. I think he's winning this round so far. He won the 11th round. Bohachuk lands a clean right hand. Oh, another right hand on Bohachuk. Ortiz, every time he gets caught, he shakes his head. Bohachuk is still in this fight, man. Oh, my God. This is by far the best fight of the year. Oh, my God. This is a war, man. Listen, much respect. Whatever these guys do in the next tape is off Ortiz's glove. Bohachuk wants to keep going. He's mad. He's shaking his hands, complaining because the ref is stopping the fight so they can retape the gloves of Virgil Ortiz Jr. We got 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the 12th round, y'all. All right. This is a great fight, y'all. Oh, my God. This round is so crazy. Let's go. Halfway through the 12th round, and they are just slugging it out here. And Bohachuk is just, he's landing some good shots here, but Virgil, ooh, overhand right from Virgil lands. Virgil ties up. Can't tie up, man. Just let it all go. You need a moment. You need a knockout. In my card, you need a knockout. Virgil's back to throwing a jab and moving. Bohachuk tries to connect with another 1-2. Good overhand right counter from Ortiz. Oh, good right hand lands for Bohachuk. But Ortiz lands a combination and backs up Bohachuk. Another right hand from Ortiz. Ortiz got to keep it going. We got 40 seconds to go, y'all. We need a moment from Ortiz. I don't know if he's going to get it. I don't know if he's going to get it. 30 seconds to go. Time is running out for Ortiz. Oh, big right hand lands for Bohachuk. And even Ortiz acknowledged it. Nodded to him like, yeah, you got me. I don't even know if Ortiz won this fight. Oh, I mean, this round here is just, this round's a close round, man. Ortiz is letting his hands go, but Bohachuk is. Oh, what a fight, man. What a way. What a closing round. I don't even know if Ortiz won that round. But, or Bohachuk regardless. And I think outside of the third round, that's probably the second closest round for me. That's another either way round. Bohachuk is no joke, bro. The 2 knockdowns, it gotta go to Bohachuk. You know, I don't expect the judges to have it where I scored it. You know, I think the only clear rounds I gave to Ortiz for me was 11. I got 2 swing rounds, and then I got the rest for Bohachuk. You know, on top of the 2 knockdowns. You know, that was a great fight. What's up, Chad? What's good, bro? Bohachuk won. I've seen worse robberies. Hopefully we won't get one tonight, though. Because you don't want to ruin a fight like that by giving it the wrong guy to win. It is what it is. Virgil's a good fighter, and I still want to see him fight some of the best guys out there, but he didn't win this fight. It was a great fight. It was a great performance from both. It was fun. It was probably fight of the year, but he did not win that fight. He didn't win. All right. Lopez Aleo is going. We're in the 4th round of that with a minute left in the 4th. So as soon as we get a decision, you know, we'll switch over to the other fight on ESPN. All right, yo, everybody, please stop for one. Before we hear this decision, hit the thumbs up. Just smash a like. Do me that favor. Hit the thumbs up for me. All right. Yeah, Brandon Adams is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's a GOAT. Brandon Adams is the GOAT. So I mean, obviously I was wrong picking Ortiz by knockout in the second half. But I did put a small bet on Bohachuk to pick the upset straight up. No decision, no knockout. So that will definitely cover my wrong pick. But I'm not going to win much tonight. Just enough to, just a little bit more to cover my wrong pick, main pick. If they give it to Bohachuk, which I think they should.
Max Lucas scored this contest 113, a draw. Overruled by David Sutherland and Steve Weisfeld.
113, 113 draw.
114, 112.
114, 112.
Winner Majority decision.
I don't know what to say.
Ortiz Jr. overcomes 2 knockdowns to pick up the majority decision victory. You heard the scorecard: 113, 113, even, and then 114, 112 twice. For Ortiz, you heard some moves here in the audience, and certainly people are going to the
Yo, I don't even want to cover the other fight. I don't even want to. I don't even want to cover it. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do this. I can't. It threw away. I don't even want to talk about fight of the year. Hey, nah, he didn't win the fight. That's crazy. Yo, he's golden. Yo, it's Golden Boy. Yo, I shouldn't even be shocked. It's Golden Boy. It's Golden Boy, bro. Yo, I don't even know, man. I don't know. Got robbed, bro. It was a great fight, and Ortiz gave us a good fight. 2 knockdowns. They tried to rob him in the first knockdown. They robbed him anyway. Well, I can't cover this other fight. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me an interview because I gotta hear what the hell this is what I'm. Yo, Ortiz, I'm a big Virgil Ortiz fan. I wanted you to win, bro, but not like this. Yo, I don't know what to say right now, bro. Yo, I'm gonna just. He robbed this dude, bro. This is what they do, bro. He lost the fight. He didn't win the fight, bro. This is whack, yo. He gonna start off by saying, "I don't think those should have been knockdowns." This is crazy. This is crazy. No, it was Adewale. Yes. Even if it was a draw, it would have been a robbery. He didn't win the fight. It wasn't a draw neither. It's not one of those, oh, I could give you a draw or something. No. You didn't win more rounds, and you got knocked down twice. Yeah, people say, yo, I don't want to hear this, dude. Yo, this is crazy. You didn't win more rounds, and you got knocked down twice. Yo, these judges is Golden Boy, man. It's what it is. You're already down 4 rounds before the fight started. This is whack, yo. I feel bad for this dude.
He said, forget Tim Tszyu, the fight he wants to make is Bud Crawford and Virgil Ortiz. Let's do it, man. I'm ready for a challenge, man. I think Bud the world, and I want to show that I got what it takes to beat him. Robert Garcia told us that you guys were in the gym talking about if you won the lottery and you got $500 million, would you still fight? You said yes.
I'm disgusted right now. This just killed my whole mood. That's what we're after right now. You just won, everybody. Congratulations, the new world champion, Virgil Ortiz. He said he just won He says, well, he is a WBC interim champion now. Man, yo, y'all might as well have never just fought. This dude should have just gave you the belt. Where's Bohachuk? I want to hear his interview. Where's he at? This is bullshit. Is it me, y'all? Oh, all right, hold on.
People saw this fight today, and who understand boxing, you know what happened today, you know?
He's still smiling, like he's laughing. He's like,
and all the boxing experts out
there, that did him dirty, yo.
To win. So nobody was giving you the opportunity or the chance to win. And you came out and showed your best. How do you feel like you did? I'm feeling good fight today. I'm feeling great. You're happy with the way you fought? I'm happy because
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just. It's just killed my whole mood, man. I wish we could just. Yo, this night like this, like I wish y'all were neighbors and we can just. Let's go out for a drink right now. Like that's. We need to argue in person. We need to go out and just scream and be angry together right now. I'm like being dead serious. I can't cover this other fight, and I apologize if you guys want. You know, they're already in the 6th round. Oh my God! And it was the fight of the year. It was the fight of the year. Yo, I don't want to put Oscar there. I don't want to hear Oscar. I'm not listening to Oscar right now. No. Dude, I just want to. Can we just like link up and just go out for drinks right now? Like I need something to get over this. I wanted Virgil to win. I betted on him to win. But I am not going to sit here and pretend like the guy I wanted to win and I put on money on to win won that fight. He did not win that fight. Look at his face right now. All right. It was a great fight. He gave us great moments, but not only did he not wait, Turkey's talking to Bohachuk. Oh, but they're not recording. All right. You did not win more rounds, and you got dropped twice. Like, there's no, like, maybe it's a draw. No, it's a straight up robbery. It might be fight of the year, but it might be robbery of the year too. This is probably robbery of the year. Like, this is no way. Like, all right. Even if I give those 2 swing rounds to Ortiz, I still got it 8-4. I mean, I don't want to sit here and tell you there's no way that Ortiz won more than 4 rounds. I'm not going to say that. Even if you gave him 5 rounds in this fight, you still got dropped twice. For you to win, right? For you to win 114, 112, or whatever they gave him, you literally had to win. They probably had you winning at least 8 rounds, which is crazy. That's not true. Like, but bro, like this guy, Bohachuk, was down 4 rounds. 4 rounds before the fight even started. I'm reading the comments. I just want to make sure I'm not tripping and overreacting. I know what I saw. I know that Ortiz was landing some big punches throughout the rounds, but consistency, the other guy hurt you more. He was outthrowing you more. He was outlanding you. He knocked you down twice. Like, bro, what are we doing? Like, bro, I don't know what to do, man. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I just this is. I feel bad. Leo and Lopez look like they just going to war right now, and I can't even. I don't know that thing. I think that was E class. Thank you, man. This is crazy. But you know what? I understand that they trying to make big fights with Crawford and Virgil. You know what I mean? Like I like both of these guys, man. Like I really like Ortiz, man. He's a dope fighter to watch. But this is why we cannot. This is why we gotta wait for these fights, And I don't care about being wrong because I know what I said in my video. He's moved up to 154, and they put him in there with two. One guy was a complete random journeyman, and one guy was a welterweight that is way past it. That was not no real fight. He knocks them out in one round. It's no different from what Berlango was doing when he was knocking guys out in the first round for 16 fights. You put him in there with some bums. No disrespect to Delorme. He's not a bum. You put him in there who's going to be dominant. Make them look dominant. Put him in a fight with a real guy at 154. And your hooks, how many hooks did he land in this fight to the body? He landed them all night long. And it was not enough. Bohachuk you could not even drop this dude. You buzzed him a couple times. You had him hurt, but you could not put him down. And this guy's been knocked out before. You cannot put him down. 154, the power going up, your power, it was a lie. It was a lie. You knocked out two guys in the first round because they were no legit guys. What you did at 147 and 140 was legit. But tonight, I don't want to make it seem like he's not a good fighter because he is. But tonight, this is why I thought Tim Tszyu was going to win the fight. Because I didn't see enough yet for me to think that he could beat a Tim Tszyu. It's no different from Boots. Like, as much as I love Boots, as another fighter I like, I just want to wait and see what he can do when he steps up. Because as far as I'm concerned, he hasn't had that fight yet that makes me fear the outcome of the fight. This is the first time. No, this is the second time. I'm lying. Because when Virgil fought Velasquez, that was the first time I said, all right, I don't know where this fight is going to go. I think Virgil's going to win. But Velasquez is a good underdog. But at 54, when you've only fought 2 rounds in 2 years, I don't know what you're capable of doing. And tonight, as good as he looked in certain parts of the fight, he was clearly outworked. He was clearly not as durable as his opponent. And he got outlanded too. What's up, Armando? What's good, man? Ah, man, I just don't think that's just crazy, man. Listen, if you're just coming in, right? The way I scored it, I gave Bohachuk 8 rounds. I gave him 8 rounds. 2 of the rounds I thought was clear for Ortiz, and 2 of the rounds I said was swing. All right? But I gave Bohachuk 8 rounds. I'm not saying some of those rounds I gave him was close. A lot of the rounds were close. All right? Let me say at least 4 of these rounds were really close. But Bohachuk was more consistent. He outlanded him, and he hurt him more and dropped him twice. It's clear to me that Bohachuk won this fight. It was a great fight. It was fight of the year, but it was also robbery of the year. This is the worst robbery of the year. It's just, I don't know. MAW says some of that brown paper bag turkey money may be waived. I was expecting stoppage either way. 2 KO fighters canceled out the KO to give us fight instead. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't even think he lost the fight. This guy, Mike, he's saying that he didn't land him. It's crazy. I know what I saw. We know what we saw. It is what it is. You know, if you, I don't know if you're related to Virgil or something. I don't know. I wanted the kid to win. What are you talking about being biased? Wanted the dude to win as a fan and because of my money. That's crazy. Outworked, got hurt, got knocked down twice. Dude did not win the fight. It was a dope fight, did not win. All right. I guess me and everybody else that's here is tripping. If that's the case, if I'm tripping, then I'm tripping. Because Mike said I'm tripping. I'll be tripping then. Virgil don't even think both knockdowns were legit knockdowns. That's crazy. He don't even think he got knocked down. That's crazy. Clear knockdowns. Clear. The first one was clear too, but we're like, all right, whatever. Josh, thank you. Appreciate it. DJ Rush says, look at the Zhang versus Parker fight. Zhang dropped Parker twice, but Parker won the more important rounds. I don't believe that was a robbery. That's a completely different fight, bro. You're not going to do that. That's a completely different fight. Not even close, remotely close. The only similarities in the fight is that there were 2 knockdowns. Completely different fight. Zhang literally did nothing in the other rounds. That he literally did nothing in the other rounds. Zhang didn't win any other rounds but the knockdown rounds. And I think one of the knockdown rounds, I still think Joseph Parker still beat him in the round. It's just that he got knocked down. That's a completely different, that's a terrible comparison. Not even close to the same kind of fight. Because Zhang is clearly Zhang's strength is his power and his accuracy, but he's one of the most lowest volume punching heavyweights out there. It's just, I mean, listen, of course, a couple people are going to disagree because Virgil is a popular guy and a lot of people wanted him to win tonight anyway, but that's not the way you win a fight. It is what it is. It is what it is. It took away from how great the fight was too. It took away. All right. It went from, it still was a phenomenal fight, but again, one guy was winning each round. Yeah, CompuBox. Like, come on, really? Like, robberies is part of the culture of the sport. You know. Anyway, I like Virgil. It's not his choice on how the judges pick the fights, but he didn't win. All right. Anyway, is anybody here in the chat actually watching the fight with Lopez and Leo? I mean, I'm like glancing at it. It looks like it's a fight, but I can't tell who's like winning. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna have to replay this back and just watch it, and get to it and cover it, and at a different time and give you a recap. But I don't know. How many people here thinks Virgil Ortiz won the fight? Like legit. Like how many people here think he won? How many people that's here right now? There's about 200 people here right now. How many people here think Virgil won? I don't. I think the fight is a difference from a fight being competitive and having close rounds to the fight being close. I think as far as scoring, I don't think it was really that close. I think a fighter won the majority of the rounds. Even the rounds that I gave to Virgil, like it was kind of close. Now, I just want to know. I mean, this one person that's going hard with Virgil winning the fight. I want to know if there's anybody else that thinks that. I've only seen one person here that think Virgil won the fight. Did anybody else think that Virgil won the fight? You know, and we want to see the Crawford fight. We all want to see the fight, you know, but like, did I want to see Bohachuk fight Crawford? No. I didn't want to see that fight. All right, he just fought another Eastern European, and nobody wanted to see that fight, even though the guy was a good fighter. Latin for life. Latin for life. Thinks Virgil won. Okay, Latin for life thinks he won. So we got two. Santano, I think Virgil edged it, but looked like shit. But decapitates him. Lopez is down. Wait, what? Oh shit, he's knocked out. Oh my God. What is yo, dude? What did I tell you earlier? Oh God. I cannot get Luis Alberto Lopez fights right ever. I have never in my life got a prediction right with his fights. I pick him to win, he loses. I pick him to lose, he wins. I will never do a breakdown for his fight. Ever. No more. I didn't do one for this fight. But I told you guys earlier, I think that Lopez probably will win a decision win. And he just got knocked out. And I can't wait to see the replay of the knockout because I've always had issue with the holes, you know, the defensive hole. Wait, hold on, time out. What just happened? What is going on tonight, yo? What the hell just happened? They're showing it now. Oh my God. They just showed the replay, y'all. Oh my God. Look, yo, Angelo Leo hit this guy with the left hook of the year, yo. Oh my God. Where did that come from? Oh man. Yo, remember when I said Ngannou folded? Yo, Leo just folded him. He's on his back laying down. Oh my God. I don't know why. Why was the ref even counting? Oh my God. Is that knockout of the year? Oh my God. Yo, what is going tonight, man? It's a weird night, y'all. This is yo, Angelo Leo just laid out Oh my God. Luis Alberto Lopez just got slaughtered. Was he even winning that fight before the knockout? Oh man, this is too much, man. Well, what are we gonna do now? Oh man. So we got robbery of the year, in my opinion, and then now we just got knockout of the year at the same time. And I don't even know what to do now. Oh, that's crazy. I gotta do some recap videos. I guess that's the first thing to do. Um, yeah. All right, guys. I mean, uh, should I even do a recap of a fight I didn't even watch? I just watched the knockout. Oh man. I didn't see that coming at all. Who do I got? Bud or Ortiz? Ortiz on points. Bud needs to knock him out to win that fight. Now I have Bud winning and knocking him out. Bud is gonna knock him out. He's knocking Virgil Ortiz out if they fight. I don't even think they really want that fight. I think Turkey wants the fight. Oscar keeps trying to deflect and bring up people like Tim Tszyu. Oscar doesn't want that fight right now. I'm telling you, Oscar is sitting here thinking about all the other people that he wants Virgil to fight first. He does not want that fight. Yeah. All right. Oh man. All right, guys. I'm gonna get off here, man. I'm gonna do a quick recap. I'm probably just gonna rant just like I just did. So I'm gonna do a recap. I gotta do a recap of the fight, while I'm still up. It's not too late. All right. Y'all have a good night, man. Listen, we always have a good time, even if we disagree. It was a great night. It was still a fun night with you guys, man. I had a good time. Not too long of a card, the pacing, everything was going great tonight. The pacing of the cards were good. We didn't get, no drawn out fights. We didn't get like them overly like pushing off of the main event. The fight was actually an excellent fight. It was. Um, I'll definitely rewatch it at some point. But I just think that Bohachuk was doing a better work, and I'm saying it from a space where I didn't want him to win, but I gotta call it as I see it, Um, yeah. All right, but it was still a good time. So I appreciate you guys. Shout out to everyone that's, returning. So I love. Also, if you are new, welcome to the channel. Please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the live. I think the live was cool tonight. But I will do a quick recap. And I'm off the next couple of days. I do have some time, so I will watch. Yeah, that was a better knockout than a Wilder knockout. The Wilder knockout was crazy, but I think this knockout was better than that knockout. But I will rewatch the fight some point within, maybe tomorrow or Monday, and we'll revisit. We'll talk more about this. But I just thought the guy was doing a better work, man. And with the two knockdowns secured the fight. Even though I think Bohachuk won anyway, if we never got a knockdown, I would expect on a Golden Boy card for them to give it to Ortiz. But I don't think knockout or without knockouts, I don't think he won the fight. That's the way I see it. All right. As far as the knockout, I do think that might be the knockout of the year. There's been a lot of knockouts, but that was better than the Wilder knockout. The Wilder knockout was crazy, but this was a better knockout. Like that guy was out. You know, I don't even know why the referee was counting. You know, that guy fell hard just now, man. That was a crazy KO. All right, but we'll get around to bring it because we always forget. Once we see a good KO, we are in August, so there were a lot of knockouts this year. You know what I mean? So we have to go back and look. You know, but yeah, man, yo, I appreciate you guys. Please hit the thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm gonna just do a quick recap in a few. So I'll be back on here dropping content in a few. All right. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good rest of your weekends. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. We'll talk more tomorrow about this. Peace.